Okay guys, in this video we're going to be talking about internal styling and external styling. Now before we proceed, I suppose you all know what inline styling is. If you don't, I suggest you check my previous video about HTML styling where I talked about inline styling. Now inline styling is just where you style within the tag. For instance, we have an h1 tag, say h1, and I want to change the color to blue, so I can use an inline styling. Just say style, then we set it, let's say equals to, then let's say color, and we can change the color to blue. Sorry, so let's close our h1 tag, and oh sorry, there's a mistake somewhere. Let me see. Oh sorry, there's nothing between the two tags. So let's say this is a blue heading, this is a blue heading. This is a blue heading. So now let's see this. As you can see, the color of our this is a blue heading is blue because of the inline styling. But today what we want to talk about is internal styling and external styling. So let's start with internal styling. Now before we proceed, let me just create a simple HTML structure. Now if you don't know about HTML structure, I suggest you check my video on HTML overview. I'll drop the link in the description below. Now the first thing you need to do for our HTML is create our doc type. And our doc type should be HTML. Now then let's create our HTML. Let's close this. Then let's create our head tag. Then our body tag. Now inside our body tag we should have two tags. Let's say the first one should be a heading using our h1 tag, which is the largest header. So let's say this is a heading. This is sorry, h1 not hi. So this is a heading. Then a paragraph tag, that's p. Then this is a paragraph. Now for us to style using our inline styling is always within the head tag. So inside our head, let's go ahead and create our style tag. So write style. It's also a double tag, so you have the opening and closing tag. So for our closing tag, so in between this tag is where we are going to do all our styling. Now for our body, let's change the background color of our body, and let's set. Now after writing the element you want to change the color, change the property, then you're going to open a curly braces. I think that's the name. Yeah. Now what we want to change is our background. background, and let's set it to green. Now run the styling and let's close it. Again, also let's change our H1. Let's change the color to blue. And let's change the color of our paragraph to white. I think white should be better and visible on green, so let's go ahead and use white. So let's preview this in our browser. So now, as you can see, using our internal styling, we've changed the background of our HTML file to green, the background of our heading to blue, and the background of our paragraph to white. Now for external styling, you are going to need to create another folder. Let's say new, and I will have to store it where I have my index.html. So, and what I want to do is name this as style.css. Style.css. Now I'm going to create. Now here, now we can just have everything we added there. Our body, let me just remove the whole of this and paste it here. Now, in order for us to have our external style to work with this, we need to use something called a link tag. Now you must have seen this tag in my previous video, so let me just show you how to use it. You have the link, it's a single tag, so you have which will tell you the kind of style you want to use, and we are using a style sheet. So we have style sheet. Then after we're going to set another attribute, which is href, which will link us to where the style file is. So since if it is in the same folder, just write the name, which is style.css. And after that, all you need to do is close our tag and let's preview this. Okay, we've not saved our. Let's save this style. Let's save this.